Welcome to a book summary channel. Tiny Habits, The Small Changes That Change Everything, is a book by B.J. Fogg, a behavioral scientist at Stanford University. The book, published in 2019, is based on Fogg's 20 years of research on human behavior and presents a practical method for changing behaviors. Here is a summary of its key concepts. The Fogg Behavior Model. The book is centered around the Fogg Behavior Model, FBM, which posits that behavior is the product of three factors: motivation, a person's desire to perform the behavior; ability, the ease with which they can perform the behavior; prompt, the cue or trigger that initiates the behavior. According to Fogg, for a behavior to occur, a person must be sufficiently motivated, have the ability to perform the behavior, and be prompted to do so. If any of these components is missing, the behavior will not happen. Tiny Habits Method. Fogg advocates for making small, incremental changes that are easier to achieve than large, daunting ones. The Tiny Habits method involves: start small, choose a new habit you want and make it tiny. For example, if you want to start flossing, begin with just one tooth. Find a natural fit, anchor your new tiny habit to an existing routine. This existing routine will act as the prompt. For instance, after you brush your teeth, existing routine, you will floss one tooth, new tiny habit. Celebrate immediately, celebrate the completion of your tiny habit to create a positive emotion. This helps to reinforce the habit. The role of emotion in behavior change. Fogg emphasizes that emotion is key in forming new habits. Positive emotions can create strong habit formation, while negative emotions can impede it. Celebrating small wins leads to the feeling of success and can dramatically increase the chances that a habit will stick. Scaling up. Once a tiny habit is established, it can be expanded upon. The idea is to use the confidence and routine built from establishing a tiny habit as a foundation for adding more substantial changes over time. Adjusting to life changes. Fogg also discusses how to adapt your habits when life changes, such as during times of stress or when your daily routine is disrupted. The flexibility of the Tiny Habits method makes it adaptable to varying circumstances. The broader implications beyond personal habit formation. Fogg discusses how the principles can be applied to broader contexts, such as product design, public health, and education, to influence behavior on a larger scale. In summary, Tiny Habits provides a guide to changing behavior not by focusing on large, transformative changes, but by building small, manageable habits that lead to significant, long-term improvements in one's behavior and life. Tiny Habits, by B.J. Fogg, stands out in the landscape of self-help and behavioral science for several reasons. 1. Scientific foundation. B.J. Fogg is a renowned behavioral scientist with extensive research backing his methods. Unlike many self-help books, Tiny Habits is grounded in the science of behavior change, which lends credibility to its approach. 2. Simplicity. The Tiny Habits method focuses on making behavior change not only manageable but also surprisingly straightforward. The emphasis is on starting with extremely small actions that are easy to incorporate into one's life, reducing the resistance that often accompanies change. 3. Effectiveness. The principles in the book have been tested through Fogg's own research and through his teaching. He has refined the Tiny Habits method through years of experimentation and application with thousands of people, which has shown its effectiveness in creating lasting change. 4. Emphasis on positive emotions. Fogg's approach is unique in its focus on the power of positive emotions to reinforce habit formation. By encouraging immediate celebration after completing a tiny habit, the method creates positive feedback loops that make the habit more likely to stick. 5. Versatility. The Tiny Habits method is not only for personal development, it can be applied in various contexts such as businesses, schools, and healthcare. The simplicity of the model allows for broad application across different domains and industries. 6. Personalization. The book acknowledges that behavior change is not one-size-fits-all. Fogg emphasizes the importance of tailoring the Tiny Habits method to fit individual preferences, routines, and lifestyles. 7. Incremental approach. Unlike many other approaches that advocate for big, sweeping changes, Tiny Habits shows how starting small can lead to big results. This incremental approach helps to bypass the overwhelm and self-doubt that often come with trying to make significant life changes all at once. 8. Practical tools. The book provides actionable steps and tools that readers can use to implement the Tiny Habits method. These include how to identify appropriate prompts, scale habits appropriately, and troubleshoot when challenges arise. 9. Behavior Model. The Fogg Behavior Model is a cornerstone of the book and is a simple yet powerful framework for understanding what drives behavior. This model can be a lens through which readers can view all their habit formation efforts. 10. Long-term impact. Fogg's method focuses on sustainable change, not quick fixes. By establishing routines that can grow and evolve, the Tiny Habits method sets the stage for long-term improvements in behavior. In essence, Tiny Habits offers a practical and science-based approach to behavior change that is accessible to a wide audience, making it a special contribution to the fields of psychology and self-improvement. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Thanks for your support.